Greetings fellow tank commanders. In this video I'm going to be showing you a game that I played in the Caboose. This is a tier 3 Mercenary tech tree light tank armed with a 7cm cannon. The game I'm playing is a standard battle on El Haluf with tier 5 as the top tier and no artillery. For this game my tank is equipped with an enhanced gun laying drive, improved ventilation, and binoculars, and I'm using a mercenary crew which has 2 crew skills and perks. I actually took the crew from the recent Mercenary war story, The Heist, since he came with 2 skills and the one that came with the Caboose only had 1. So being a tier 3 and a tier 5 game, I don't have a ton of options. I can either go down in the middle of the spot or I can snipe. I thought it'd be hilariously fun to snipe with this gun, and you can see how much the shells arc through the air, but in most games this tank is not ideal for sniping. Your shell just has way too long of a travel time, so for this game I'm really just relying on a lot of luck. Since there's no way I can target any weak spots here, I'm just running my HE shells, and it's taking them as long as an artillery shell to travel across the map. I haven't played too many games with the Caboose yet, but so far I found that changing between the ammunition types is very important. The HE shells are great for situations like this where you're just trying to hit an enemy and do something, but they really lose their reliability even on tier 3 German medium tank armor. So I've been switching to the heat rounds whenever I come across enemies with decent armor, and so far it's proven to be very reliable. I haven't found a use for the regular AP rounds yet. I'm still trying them out, although I don't use them in this game. Their penetration seems too weak to use instead of the heat rounds, and for the lightly armored targets I greatly prefer the damage potential that the HE rounds have to offer. So I might just end up taking the AP rounds out altogether. So far I haven't had a tremendous amount of success with the sniping. I'm not too surprised, but I've been able to keep myself alive and entertained, so I can take advantage of the opportunities in the late game once the enemies thin out a little. Alright, so I'm not getting any easy sniper shots anymore, and I've been watching the left flank along the AB lines, and my teammates have been making some great progress through there, so now seems like a good time to assault. I know it was only 33 damage, but it was pretty awesome just to be able to hit that heavy tank while on the move. I really like the mobility on the Caboose because it allows you to play quite passively in the early game if you need to, but you can easily catch up to your teammates in the mid to late game. Now for these shots on this light tank I can easily use HE or the heat rounds. I get a great hit with the first HE shot, but the second one only does a fraction of the damage, and that's the risk you take when you run those HE rounds. My team is still making great progress on the flank off to my left, so I'm going to keep up the offensive momentum from my end. I was really hoping to be able to finish this light tank off, but he's not interested in giving me a shot, so I just decided to leave him for my medium tank since there wasn't that many hit points left on him anyways, and I'm going for the bigger remaining tanks which have a lot more hit points. I know that this VK heavy tank is looking the other way fighting my teammates, so I'm switching to my heat rounds which can do reliable damage through the back of them. And this is where you really see the potential of the Caboose as a bottom tier tank. If you can find opportunities to get behind or on the sides of some of the tier 5 tanks, you can do an amazing amount of damage in a really short time. In about 17 seconds there, I was able to do 487 damage to a top tier heavy tank, and although it is at the end of the battle, I have had similar success with more active situations. Now let's check the post-game stats and see how I did. For this game, I managed to earn 13,000 silver and 1,959 experience without any multipliers. In this game, I dealt 1,030 damage, assisted with 204 damage, and destroyed 3 enemies. This earned me a Mastery Badge Ace Tanker. I placed at the top of my team, earning a base XP of 1,306. I managed to hit 18 of my 40 shots and penetrate 15 of those. That's some pretty bad accuracy, but considering the type of game I played, I was expecting that or worse. In terms of crew and module damage, I destroyed the viewport in the Czech light tank, and destroyed the engine in the VK30.01H. Well, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing that hilarious sniping game with the Caboose. Although this tank definitely isn't a designated sniper, when you can shoot straight at the enemies like I was there, it's a good option to keep in mind so that you can stay alive for the later game opportunities. I know this game was really on the passive side, but we still got to see a great showcase of the Caboose's damage potential. Stay tuned for more awesome World of Tanks videos.